This is Fight Club 24/7. My name's Johnny Rashman. Right, let's get straight into it. Devin Haney versus Ryan Garcia for the WBC Super Lightweight World Titles goes down tomorrow night. I'm always a bit funny drinking on camera because I listen to a lot of ASMR. Every single night I'll put my earphones in and I'll listen to some type of ASMR. I'll tell you a quick story. Last year, I did a post about Jake Paul. As always, I'll give my honest opinion on that guy. And some guy from America started hammering me, saying I'm a hater and I don't know anything about boxing. And he actually called me out for a spar. He's got a YouTube channel. It's quite a big YouTube channel, to be fair. And it's all ASMR. And he was like, come to Florida and I'll film it and we'll spar. And I was like, fucking no problem. Let's sort it out. So I posted it on my socials. He went a bit quiet after a lot of people was commenting, saying, listen, this guy knows his boxing. He's not an idiot. So he went a little bit quiet. In the end, he blocked me. But I've got to be honest, I looked him up after, and his channel, which is this, is unbelievable for ASMR. If anyone watches it or can get in contact with the bloke, tell him I watch his channel every single night. I love it. It's the mad noises, like the tapping noises it makes, and does this thing when he's tapping on iTunes. It's mesmerizing. Honestly, watch his channel. It's fucking good. Right, as always, you know I'm going to keep this 100, so I'm going to give my honest opinion about Ryan Garcia before I go into the fight. Like most of us, when I first saw the press conference to announce the Devin Haney fight, I was concerned. I put a video out saying he doesn't look right, he shouldn't be fighting, he needs to take time out and sort himself out. But as the pre-fight build-up has gone on, my opinion changed pretty quickly. It was very obvious to a degree that Ryan Garcia has been playing up to the camera, right? He has been acting on this loose cannon, crazy persona. That's the fact of it. Do I think he's got mental issues? No, I don't now. At first, I thought he had problems, and I'm convinced he's had a few late nights and he's been hammering certain, I don't know, maybe substances or the drink or whatever it is. And at those press conferences, he probably wasn't in the right frame of mind. But since then, I believe everything he's done is to promote the fight. All the waffle he's talked on social media, the non-stop, just random things he's gone on about. And the thing that really convinced me is when he was talking about Jake Paul. I don't know if did Jake Paul fight? Yeah, he's fought Jake Paul's last fight. Garcia afterwards called him up. Sean Strickland, when he was saying stuff, he was having a go at Sean Strickland. So he was replying back to people with big profiles. So my thinking is, if you've got mental health problems, the last thing you're doing is thinking about who should I interact with to get me the most amount of views and clicks. So clearly the brain is there for self-promotion, right? He's promoting himself. I'm going to go back with Ryan Garcia because I've actually looked at his social media. And if you look at the posts from this time last year to now, it's completely different, right? So he's fought Tank Davis. Do I think he wanted to fight Tank Davis because he wanted to be the best fighter in the world? No. I think he realises he's got a short opportunity to make money in boxing, right? He wants to make money really quickly. I don't believe he has any ambition to become the best fighter in the world and to become a world champion. I think he just wants to make a shitload of money. And fair play, listen, that's not easy to do, right? Because if he was really dedicated and really wanted to become a world champion and the best fighter in the world, he'd be in the gym all day. He wouldn't be on social media, right? I get you have to promote yourself, but it's a bit too much. So I believe he is just promoting to get as much money as possible, which is fair enough. I don't think he'll be boxing in 3-4 years' time, to be honest with you. So we got beat by Tank, right? Problems with Oscar and Bernard Hopkins after non-stop messages going back and forth. Oscar De La Hoya even questioned his mental health going into the Oscar Durante fight, saying he can't get hold of Garcia and he's worried about him. So it wasn't looking good. Now, the thing that changed Ryan Garcia's persona for me is the run he had with Floyd Mayweather early January. I think it was January the 3rd. He met up with him, he went for a jog, and then all of a sudden, I knew Ryan Garcia's come out. He was talking about fighting Devin Haney. He said he wanted to fight. He wanted to have the biggest fights, and Devin Haney's a fight he wants, and he wants Oscar to sort it out. Then after that, it was like, I'm not fighting Devin Haney. I'm fighting Rolly Romero. Devin Haney needs me. I'm the one who brings the money and all this. So that's coming from Floyd. So the Rolly Romero fight doesn't happen. So then the Devin Haney fight gets announced, and then all of a sudden it's this crazy loose cannon killer. That's he's just morphed into someone else. That has come from Floyd Mayweather. But Ryan Garcia is a good promoter, right? Because if you look at his posts on social media, he's always highlighted the fact that promotion's a big thing in boxing. Last October, or November, whenever it was, when Showtime departed from the sport, he put this message, and he was saying how promotion is important. Ryan Garcia knows how to promote, right? He comes from that generation of streamers, YouTubers. He's watched KSI and Jake Paul make a shitload of money, right? And he would have been thinking, well, if they can do that, I can earn a lot of money. And the difference is I can fight. You know, them boys, the good talkers, good promoters and all that, but they can't really fight. This guy's a world-class fighter. Do I think he'll beat Devin Haney? No, but he's a world-class fighter. So he's putting everything into the melting pot, right? He's looking at the YouTuber fights that's gone on. He spoke to Floyd Mayweather, and he's thought, you know what? I'm just going to fucking say whatever the fuck I want because people are going to listen to me, and I'm going to bring eyes, and it's going to make me more money because I only need to do this 2 or 3 more times, and I'm set up for life, right? Because after he gets beat by Haney, there's going to be interest in a Tio fight and a Shakur fight, and there'll still be, and then the big paydays will dry up. But then it might go to YouTuber boxing. Do you know what I mean? He's adopting this new generation of YouTubers, streamers, and he's bringing misfits boxing into professional boxing, and I think that's why it's clashing because people are looking at it from traditional boxing and they're like, "Fucking hell, mate! Is this what you've got to do to sell a fight? Why aren't you?" You know, we're all for promoting and beef and making you watch a fight, but this is just, what is it? You know, so I can see why people have an issue with this. But that's what Garcia is doing, right? As I say, he's looked at the YouTubers, he spoke to Floyd Mayweather, and he thought, I'm going to reinvent myself as this loose cannon type of killer. The problem with that is, ultimately, you are judged what you do inside of that ring. Right? And his last 2 fights haven't been great. He got stopped against Tank Davis, right? He got up after he was counted out. Now, I'm never going to label anyone a quitter. It's not my thing. But at the end of the day, he was on his knees. The referee said 10. He got up. The fight was finished. It is what it is. Oscar Durante, he did well to secure the win, but he didn't really set the world on fire, did he? Right? So now he's coming out with this killer stuff, I'm a killer, and that nonsense, and it's like, mate, we've seen your last 2 fights. You can bark all you want. You ain't convincing me. I've watched boxing for over 25 years, mate. Right? You're not convincing me, but he is going to convince streamers and younger kids who don't really understand the sport. And if he's bringing more eyes to it, you can't really complain, but he is going down the YouTuber route with the promotion. It's cringy, it's embarrassing, I said this on my social media yesterday. Come Saturday, he's either going to look a genius or he's going to look a rich fool, right? Because he's either got us all fooled and he's been training his arse off and he's been putting this on as an act, or he's just saying anything to promote the fight, and ultimately the truth will reveal itself in the ring on Saturday. Do I think Ryan Garcia has been putting this on and he's in the gym training his arse off non-stop? He's getting better and better. He's dedicated to his craft. No. Right? I don't believe he's been putting the same amount of work in the gym as he has done with the promoting. Right? I believe the promotion, since the first few press conferences, everything has all been waffle talk, all designed to get people to watch and watch him or click his social media channels or view his content. That's what I believe. Right? I believe there's no question in my mind. He has been playing on the fact of mental health problems. I don't like that. I don't like that because there's people who seriously do have mental health issues, right? And he's playing up on it. And he can say whatever. He can say he has got issues or whatever. He's playing up on it. He knows people are thinking about it, right? So I believe he has been putting it on, but he's not been in the gym dedicating himself. Devin Haney has been, right? He's in the gym 24/7, non-stop. He's getting better and better with every fight. I don't see what Ryan Garcia is going to bring to the table that Devin Haney isn't going to deal with. Yes, he's got speed. Yes, he's got power, right? And he'll be dangerous for a few rounds, Ryan Garcia, but that'll be it. Devin Haney will download the data, work him out, and punish him. And for all the people who are saying Devin Haney can't stop Ryan Garcia, I don't know what you're talking about. It's boxing, right? The shots that you don't see are the ones that hurt you. And Ryan Garcia was going to see a lot of shots, overhand rights, left hooks, that he ain't going to see because he ain't got the boxing IQ, he ain't got the head movement, he ain't got the foot movement, he ain't got the defensive capability to keep Devin Haney's artillery off him. So he'll get peppered and peppered and peppered and peppered and peppered till eventually there'll be a shot that he doesn't see and it'll splatter him or the referee will call it off. Or he'll just get beaten up on points, right? But Devin Haney, I think, will make an example out of Ryan Garcia. Now, I'm not going to lie, he does look tight at the weight, Haney. It's mad because lightweight, he was extremely tight at the weight. You look at the Cambosos fights, you're thinking, how the fuck is this guy going to fight? Puts on a masterclass. So I don't really look into it because he has proved, Devin Haney, that even though he looks tight at the weight, he can put on a masterclass. But it's weird because he's up in weight now and he looks even tighter, like he's wearing the sunglasses. So, you know, is it a problem for Devin Haney? Has he got the weight wrong? You know, that'll be an issue if he has, but I don't think so. I think he's just tight at the weight. So I think he knows how to refuel, and come fight night, he will be strong and heavy, and it will cause damage to Ryan Garcia because, for me, Ryan Garcia, he just doesn't know how to control his speed. If you watch the first Tank knockdown, he throws 3 left hooks in a row. That's not good boxing IQ. One, I think, glazes the glove of Tank. The other, I think, again, he blocks it, Tank, and then I think Tank slips the last one and comes back with a shot and comes back with an overhand and drops him. So if you watch that bit of footage, you can see that he gets greedy, Garcia. He doesn't have the boxing IQ to think, right, I'm going to hit you with a few left hooks and I'm going to step back, pivot or get round. I like watching Ryan Garcia fight. He's exciting, but he doesn't know how to control the speed. And it makes him extremely vulnerable. Like Amir Khan, you can have great speed, but as we all know, timing beats speed, and Devin Haney has immaculate timing. Might take him a few rounds to work Garcia out, but he'll work him out and he will punish him. What happens if Ryan Garcia knocks Haney out? Right, well, I'll get abused till the end of time. I'll get absolutely hammered, so it is what it is. I don't want it to happen because, you know, my predictions mean a lot, as you all know. I fucking hate it when I lose. When I don't get one right, I hate it. I honestly, like, it drives me mad. But if Garcia does somehow knock Haney out, it'll break the internet. It'll be a massive shock. Now, people can say, well, it's not that much of a shock. Believe me, if he knocks Devin Haney out, the internet will break. Will absolutely break. It will be huge for boxing. It'll be, fuck me, one of those fuck me moments, I'm telling you. And most of us will look stupid. But I just can't see it. You have to take your mind away from the promotional side of this, right? Because it's easy to get sucked into it. It's happened to me before many times where I've got sucked into the promotion and the fight's played out completely different than what I thought, right? So I try now to take my feelings away from the promotion and look what's happening, right? Because if things don't look right, they're usually not right. And for me, Ryan Garcia, I just don't believe that he is in the gym training and working on his imperfections every single day. I don't believe it. Yes, he's in the camp and he looks good and he looks in great shape. Listen, you're getting paid millions of pounds. You're going to look good, right? Every fighter who's ever performed badly in the ring or got beaten up looks good pre-fight. Do you know what I mean? Like, Errol Spence looked great, but did a number on him. Do you know what I mean? So you can't really go off what he looks like Garcia, yes, he looks in good shape. He's got good genetics. He's got a strong, athletic body. But skills pay the bills, and Devin Haney, for me, will just make an example out of him. I can't see Ryan Garcia winning it. Even if Ryan Garcia was in great form, I would still say the same, that Devin Haney is a sniper. He's a masterful counterpuncher. People still doubt this guy. I've said it many, many times before. Right, and I'll say this again. What converted me to being a massive Devin Haney fan is the moment he signed that contract to fight George Kambosos in Australia, knowing he had to have a rematch clause, knowing he had to sign a 3-fight deal with a rival promoter that had Lomachenko as the third fight. He knew all this, and rather than saying, fuck you, I'm the A-sider, I'm the one who brings the crowd in, or I'm going to do it this way, I'll do what you tell me. I'll sign your contract. I'll go to your promotion. I'll win, and I'll take the belts, and then I can dictate the rest of my career. And that's what he did. I've said this before many times, right? And he backed himself, and he put on a masterclass against Kambosos in both fights away from home. He beat Lomachenko. People say Loma beat him. I don't believe that, right? It was a very close fight. Haney was extremely clever, right? Lomachenko was great as well. But no one wants to fight Lomachenko, right? And then after that, he fights Prograis. People go, oh, it's an easy fight now. He made it look easy. This guy is winning fights against elite fighters. Is he going to stop all of them? No. People are saying, you can't knock this guy out. Well, when you fight the best in the world, you ain't going to stop him. You're just not, right? So you can't really go off that. Is he a knockout KO merchant? No, but he has enough power to stop you and to stop you in your tracks. Believe me, he ain't a feather duster. He can whack, right? Okay, he's not going to put you out with one punch, but he will stop you in your tracks. If you don't think he can punch, I don't know what planet you're living on. My official prediction: I think Garcia will come out, throw a few left hooks, and it will look, the crowd will go a bit wild, and he might connect with a few, But I genuinely think Haney will absorb that, and then I think he will stand in the middle sooner rather than later and push Garcia back. Because what's Garcia going to do when he's pushed back? He ain't good on the ropes. He's trying to shoulder roll. Doesn't suit him. No, not the best boxing defense. Not the best boxing fundamentals. No head movement. He's a sitting duck. You push that guy back, you will essentially win the fight, because he just ain't great on the back foot. Now, yes, you have to be careful. He's got power. He's got extremely fast hands, right? You've got to be careful of that. But I think Devin Haney will push him back, establish the jab, go to the body. I think he'll hurt Garcia to the body. He's shown vulnerability there before. And I think the first few rounds, Haney will push him back and surprise people. And it'll just become an absolute demolition job after that. I think he will surgically break him down, and I think he'll stop Ryan Garcia in the 7th or 8th round, maybe 9 or 10. Right? But I think he'll stop him. And if he doesn't stop him, I expect a comfortable decision. If Ryan Garcia can get to points and make it remotely competitive, I think that's a win for him. But other than that, I see Devin Haney retaining his WBC super lightweight world title. Right, let me know what you think. Who wins tomorrow night? Do you agree with my assessment? Like, comment, subscribe, let me know.